Hello everyone, I hope that you're doing great. Where I live right now, it is super hot. So I'm hiding in the basement, I'm hiding from the sun so it can't find me. I'm in the studio blocking out some shots, just playing around. And I thought to myself, you know what? I haven't done a studio tour video in a very long time. So I thought I'll do that. Just nothing fancy. I just go around with my iPhone, show you some of the things in the studio and why I've chosen them and how I use them. If you're new here, normally on this channel we talk about how we can use technology to learn and teach and be more productive. And I think a really effective way of teaching is to use video. That's why I have a YouTube channel. And I actually think any educator out there, anybody who teaches, should have a YouTube channel as well. Let me know actually if you want. I can make videos on how to set up your own YouTube channel specifically for the educational market and why it's such a great benefit to have your own YouTube channel. It's a great way to, that's another subject. In this video, I want to talk a little bit about the equipment that I use and some of the things that I have here in the studio and how I've taken a room in my house and I've turned it into a YouTube studio, not just for YouTube actually, but also for podcasting and for doing remote teaching. So there's a lot of value that I get out of this space, and I just wanted to share some of the lessons learned, some of the equipment that I like, and maybe we can start a dialogue down below. I'll link to everything that I use, and if you have some special pieces of equipment that you're using, I'd love to hear about them. So comment down below, check out the description for links to everything that I have, and comment down below on the things that you're using, the things that you think you might use. But meanwhile, let's just have a quick look around the studio. I hope you enjoy it. It's been a few years to get to this point, and I'm sure that things will evolve as time goes on. So let's go take a look at the studio. Hey everyone, it's been a while since I've done a studio tour, so let's go take a look at the Learning and Technology YouTube studio, podcasting studio, hanging around doing stuff studio. So welcome to our studio tour. Just going to do a quick run around the room here. So we have this corner when you first come in, you have the podcast audio area, the background you're used to seeing, the NearHub S55 board, corner here with some additional materials, the background that I can green screen, blue screen out, the main camera, the main desk with a couple monitors, and then the Mac setup area. That's the 360 of the room. Let's go around and I'll talk about the items in each area and why I made the decision to have those. So first of all, this is a work in progress, this area here. I have a poster that I'm going to be putting up so that this can act as a shot where I'm sitting in that chair. Right now, sitting in the chair, we have Bigfoot riding a pony, we have Oscar the Grouch, and we have the Count, who does a lot of data analytics with me. So we do that there. Then we have my first light. We'll talk about lighting separately. Some headphones. I listen to records here, but I don't put that on YouTube, obviously. This is my podcasting setup. So here's where I'll sit if I'm doing some podcasting stuff. And, kind of looks, nice with the gray photo paper and the motherboard diagram, the nice chair where my cat sleeps often, and the turntable setup. Speaking of the photo paper, I have photo paper. This is dark photo paper for a dark wall. And then I have gray photo paper. That's gray actually. And that is for that wall there. So we have two walls, a darker wall with the motherboard diagram, and then the lighter wall, which is gray photo paper, but it will pick up whatever color I put this light to. So right now you have a gradient blue because this light is set to blue. So that's the audio area there. Now here, this shelf here is pretty messy at the bottom, but you don't see that in any shots. From about here to about here is what you would see in some of the shots. Now these four shelves, the bottom one I've messed up, but these three shelves were actually set up by my wife. She's an interior designer and a home stager, so she helped me grab some items that I had and arrange them in an aesthetically pleasing way. And I thought she did a really good job. So here, what do we have down below here? One of the things with YouTube videos is that your camera is absolutely perfect for the video part. Strangely enough, when it comes to YouTube videos, the video is the least challenging thing to do. Your phone camera is going to be perfect. Audio. So this here is my Zoom H6. to capture much better audio. I can use this connected to an audio breakout box that I push into my computer. I can have this portable. I can use it for podcasting. I can put a shotgun mic on here. This is a really nice device to have to get great audio. Here's a portable one, a less expensive, smaller option. That's a really good starter audio. You're going to see when I show you the camera that I'm actually using wireless mics, but this is what I used for a long, long time. This is what I started with, used this for a long, long time, and now I use lav mics. Some knickknacks in there for little Easter eggs and such. This is a very important item here. This here is a cat hair remover roller. You'll need one of those, and it never hurts to have a couple sets of Dungeons and Dragons dice. Anyways, lots of knickknacks in there. So this here's what you're mostly going to see in the backgrounds of my videos, and just to create kind of a nice look. Again, with the gray photo paper, whatever color light I have here is going to be the background, and I can change that to any color. This here is the NearHub board, so I use that for different types of remote teaching. I'll be doing more videos on that as well, so stay tuned on that. In this corner here, I'll say about the NearHub board. It has both video HDMI in and HDMI out, which means that I can take whatever's on this board and I can capture it into my computer and record it, or I can take my computer and display it on the board. So I have options there. Here's my green screen. So you have two tall tripods or stands with the long bar. It's collapsed at the moment. And then a threaded green screen. So I can make this entire wall here a green screen if I need to. And then I have a plant, because I never have too many plants. And I have a slider rail for taking some slow shots if I want to take, it's kind of a cool shot. I'm still learning how to do that. Here's my main lamp. This is on a softbox, but this is something I would upgrade later on if I can. I'd like to get a bigger softbox, but right now that's a great lamp. And then here's the main camera. So the main camera, I was into photography before I was into YouTube. So I have a Canon EOS R camera, which is a full frame 4K camera. You'll notice a few things. First of all, it doesn't have the box on here is an add-on. This here is a teleprompter. So I have an iPad here. So if I'm sitting at my desk, anything on the iPad I can see, but it won't be captured in the shot. So I can have scrolling text if I do a script, or bullet points if I have bullet points. I have the connected here is the Sennheiser lav mic. So this here audio is connected into the audio of the camera. Then the camera has HDMI output, which is connected to my computer. This means that when I start up the camera, it's going to capture the video, but it's going to immediately put that video that it's capturing onto my computer. So I'm recording it and I have it on my computer, and then it'll also capture audio at the same time. So that saves me a lot of hassles of trying to synchronize the audio and the video, because they're both captured at the same time on the camera and brought directly into the computer where they're recorded. So that's my camera there. You'll also notice that this room has a couple of French doors coming into it. And I went to the dollar store and I picked up some blue paper and I just taped it onto the back of the door. This gives me another angle, because what I can do is if I take a shot here, just imagine that the light and the camera are gone, all that blue can be replaced in my video editing software with video. So I could have in the background, you could have a beautiful ocean, you could have all sorts of things, and it looks like I'm sitting in front of French doors that have the ocean in the background. I haven't done that yet, but I'm looking forward to doing that. Here's my main desk. So this is my desk. You've got a computer. I use a different computer a lot of times. Second monitor. So I have the second monitor there. That's on a NearHub swivel arm. There's actually a spot for a third monitor if I'd like to. So it's a dual arm NearHub arm. The desk itself is a standing desk. So that means by going to the camera, I can bring the bar up and I can do a shot of myself standing and talking, or I can sit at the desk, bring the camera down to the right angle, and I can quite easily get some variety in my shots right there. At the moment, all I have on the desk is this keyboard, because a lot of times, because maybe I want to have like a clean desk area, a lot of times I'll put this monitor, which is a XP Pen Artist Pro monitor, and this one here has a pen with it. so I can actually use that pen on the screen, and that'll go almost flat on the desk here. And then I can sit here, I can work on the monitor and take a screenshot if I'd like. Sometimes if I'm doing anything here, I might want to do like an overhead shot. So that's where I have this bar here is actually connected to my monitor, so my computer, so I can move that around. But behind it is an overhead arm. So this will allow me to do overhead shots using an old iPhone. I just use an old iPhone that I have lying around. Normally I'll have this plugged in for power. I can put a portable battery here, or I can come right down and plug it into the computer for power. And then I have also mounted on here through a ball head is a little OSB bot camera. This will give me an angle onto the near hub board, onto the podcasting area, or a desk shot. I can move that all around, but I have those 3 presets on there. Then I have over here, I have the Mac area, have my sound monitoring, the Mac, a couple of iPhone stands, so I can use this. If I was just starting out, I would simply do this. I'd put my iPhone on one of these stands, get good audio with a little wireless. I wouldn't even go wireless. I just have a little lav mic that ran from my iPhone, clip onto my shirt, and then I have good audio, good video. That's your start. And it's quite nice to have this set up. This light's not normally on, but what I'll do is, again, I'll have this light providing light across on the nice dark paper. That light giving me the gradiated blue on the background, and that is my main light coming in. This also gives off some light, so I get some more side light that way as well. One of the things I'll often do as well is I have this here aperture LED bar, and then I actually have, where's it hiding here? This guy. So this is a little Pixel G1 light. Both of these are multicolored. Both of these have pretty bright light. But what I can do here is, let's say I was doing that overhead shot and it was a little bit dull here. I can turn on that bar light and then it will light up the whole area. So if I wanted to show you something up close, I could do that a lot easier, get a lot more light in here, you know, do my demo, whatever the case may be. Okay, so that's an example of using some lights. The other benefit of this bar light is if you go to my Mac setup here, you'll notice there's a lot of cables down there at the bottom. Well, again, this light's not normally on, but what I can do is put the bar light under here and it will actually blow out all of the cables, anything underneath, and the glass desk will take on the color of the light. So it looks like I'm sitting at a glowing blue desk or a glowing green desk. That's pretty cool too. I'm just starting to get into doing some shots that way. Other things that are really kind of fun here in the room is, well, the most fun thing in this room is right here. I always have my cats with me. So this is Blossom. Peanut right now is in the other room. He's sleeping on the other office chair because, you know, they're cats. But when I have this set up in place, I can do things like move things around. So let's say I wanted to, for example, just have a shot here. I can bring that monitor in. I can, you know, take a shot here. I will go and put tape on the floor so you can see here. I've got masking tape here by that wheel, and then I've got masking tape here by that wheel. So if I was to take this desk, I put everything on rollers. So the desk is on rollers, the chair is on rollers, and the tripod is on rollers. I can move things around the room because I can just roll them around, and then I can put them back to exactly where they were. Because this is all connected with these poles, as I move my desk, everything goes with it. So the entire technology stack is moving with the desk. So I can actually roll it, and that's why you see some cables here, because I need to have some slack in there. But I could take this entire desk and roll it up against here, and then that would free up that entire side of the room to do a shot of me working on my Mac. Or I could take this desk, I could roll it all the way there, move the camera out of the way, and I'd have this whole area behind me opened up that I could do things with. So it gives me a lot of flexibility to easily, quickly reconfigure the room, but at the same time being able to return back to established shots. This is my project right now. I'm gonna work on that right after this video. I'm gonna put a poster up there, and then maybe I'll have another little area where I can, you know, make a little alcove to shoot in. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I also have a little room off to the side here where I can put my battery charging station, some extra tripods, different equipment. Just nice to have those out of the studio, but nearby. So that's the studio tour. I hope you enjoyed me walking around. If you're interested in how I'm using any of this equipment, just let me know in the comments down below. I can talk a little bit about how I've set different things up. I'm far from an expert in this area, but you know, I've been doing this for a while now, so I have some tips and tricks that I'm happy to share with you. Just let me know what the type of topics that you're looking for. I do plan on doing a few videos before school on how to use YouTube as an educator. Let me know if that's of interest to you, or subscribe and wait for those videos to come out. Thank you so much for watching. Hit like if this was fun for you, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.